Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about something very special. Not really very special, but honestly something that interests me very much. So today we're gonna be talking about fall fashion trends and boilerplates, obviously. Don't buy into micro trends, and you don't need a completely new wardrobe every season, or you don't need to participate in every trend, obviously. With all that being said, I want to talk about fall fashion trends that I'm interested in seeing this season because I have been observing, I have been looking, and I've been seeing what the girlies are wearing. And this is just like my compilation of what I think would be the trending styles for fall 2024. Just have to say, this is not a trend forecast. This is just things that I am interested in seeing and have already been seeing the girlies wear. Okay, so I have a whole list on my phone. So I'm going to be running through all the list and showing you examples of what I think will be trending this fall season. Obviously, and that will be like a whole different video. There's no new trends generally, but just like a recycle, things that are making a resurgence in recent times. But yeah, so the first thing on the list of things that I know or have been seeing or I see will be trending this fall, as opposed to every season where we see leather jackets being like the fall staple item. Obviously, people will still wear leather jackets, but just like a change in texture. And I'm seeing more suede jackets being trendy. So obviously suede is not new. It's not something that hasn't been trending before. It's just not something that a lot of people wear. So you rarely see people wear suede so often, except like at festivals. Or this fall, I see suede being a staple in a lot of people's closets. Specifically the suede bomber jackets that like are very 70s coded, very 70s trendy. I think a perfect example would be like the bumper jacket, the suede bomber jackets that you see in the That 70s show. Those specifically are kind of going to be at the forefront of trending. Especially you also see a lot of suede boots and also a lot of suede trousers. But the only thing about suede is that it's like notoriously difficult to clean. But beyond being difficult to clean, it's going to be a good fall stay. Speaking of suede, in the same line, you see a lot of corduroy and like a lot of different textures in that fabric style under the suede category. So fall is obviously boot season, and you see a lot of people bring back their boots, thigh-high boots, their knee-high boots into this season. And I feel like what we'll see a lot of season will be kick flare pants, boot cut jeans, as opposed to straight leg jeans and or skinny jeans. So you see a lot of kick flares, capris, and boot cut jeans that just like cut off right for your boots, so you don't have to like stuff your trousers into your boots or have like very bulky fabric around your boots. I feel like those will be very on trend this season and kind of like a way for you to wear pieces from other seasons into fall so that you have like a balance of attire without having to get something new. Another trend I see the girlies like really buying into this fall season is slouchy bags. Obviously those have already been trendy for a very long time, and especially more recently with the Jane Birkinification of like clothing items inspired by Jane Birkin and the way she carries her Birkin, or she used to carry her Birkin, kind of having like really big slouchy bags, especially in denim or corduroy or even suede bags, maybe studded bags also. You see a lot of slouchy bags in that regard. I think it's kind of like a transition from the puffer totes. Generally, I feel like the cycle we're in right now is kind of like the rejection of the clean girl aesthetic that was trending a few years ago. This cycle is more of like messy girl as opposed to the structured and rigidness of the clean girl aesthetic. This is obviously not a new trend, but every fall we hear burgundy being part of like the color cycle for that season. But I feel like we're kind of like moved past specifically the exact shade of burgundy that has been trending into something more of like a purple hue, like raspberry. So raspberry is more muted and more purple than actual burgundy and maroon, and we're seeing more raspberry colored items this fall as opposed to burgundy. And you might say, oh, like, Toby, what's the fucking difference, bro? There's a difference, not a lot, but there is a visible difference in the colors that are available and a lot of brands are using. And it's just like a very slight difference, but there's a difference gorgeous nonetheless. In the same line of colors, we're going to see a lot of purples, a lot of olive greens as fashion staples for colors. I think the olive green and like kind of like a darker green is kind of like a carryover from Brat Summer, leaving behind the shiny bright neon green and moving towards more muted greens such as olive green and forest green as the color for fall. This trend period that we're in is very geared towards like the 70s aesthetics, obviously calling back to the suede from earlier, but also in that 70s aesthetics you also see a lot of like bright colors, color blocking, and a lot of 70s scarf styles. I made a video on how to like tie a scarf like an old Hollywood actress, and that's going to like kind of feed into the accessories for fall. So the scarf styles, also the rounded 70s glasses, and having the very popular 70s style go-go boots as well as heeled loafers. I think those would at the forefront of like accessories for fall. So like looking into how people have been dressing for fashion week, as well as the fact that Sabrina Carpenter is on tour. Sabrina Carpenter always wears these naked wool boots for her performances, and kind of like a callback to the 70s go-go girl in her outfits. So kind of seeing that trend and how trends like follows celebrity culture and how celebrities look. You would see a lot of platformed loafers as well as go-go boots as like the fall boots and fall shoes for this year. Another thing that is very on trend this fall season is oversized sweaters. Obviously, oversized clothing has always been on trend, but calling back to more unique oversized pieces, especially oversized sweaters, having vented oversized sweaters, as well as taking things from other seasons and elevating them for fall, like a oversized cardigan. So not having to buy new items, but taking what you have and making them fall. So a lot of also oversized blazers being trending, like since we have officially come to the end of fashion month and the last of the fashion events roll out, you would see, looking back at the outfit of people at these events, you would see a lot of oversized blazers and oversized suits being part of the trend for 2024, from the outfits you saw at New York Fashion Week, London Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, and Milan Fashion Week. You see a lot of patterns in terms of what people were wearing, and kind of understand that that's what's on trend right now. Obviously, there's a fine line between being on trend and being too trendy. So you have to like steer away from gimmicky trends and kind of implement trends in a way that suits your personal style at the end of the day. So trends are not like a rule you should follow or a rule you must follow. They're more like guidelines for you to be able to do things your own way. And another thing we see a lot of this past fashion month is the fact that tailoring is in. So a lot of asymmetrical vests have been seen, a lot of vests, but going into fall, we saw a lot of asymmetrical vests and the different styling of the classic three-piece suits elements and having more structural differences than the classic idea of these pieces. So those are basically the most like things that I am most interested in seeing this fall fashion season. I'm very interested in seeing how everyone styles their pieces, because at the end of the day, trends are just a guideline for you to express yourself in the way you want. You don't have to follow them to a T. You just have to implement them on taste and see how well they best work for you. Because at the end of the day, you don't need to change your outfits every season. You just have to work with what you have to fit the narrative you want to tell to your outfits. Let me know what fall trends you're very excited to see and what you have noticed this fall season that you think would be trending or on trend that I haven't mentioned. So anyways, I'm just very excited for this season of fashion so that we see the outfit that the girlies are putting together. But yeah, like and subscribe, follow, and interact with my posts so that I know that you enjoy this type of videos. Anyways, have a great day, have a great life. Until next time, live beautifully.